Hi friends, David here from Learn Christmas Lighting and Above AVL. And in this video, we want to walk through, okay, you want to do an animated holiday light show. How in the world do you get started? Because if you look around, you see all these tutorials, webinars, 3-hour quick start guide to xLights. That's not quick. And you're like, oh my goodness, this is going to be so overwhelming that this is the video for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is really demystify, really step down and cover the very basics of setting up a light show, because once you get these basic things done, it's actually not like impossibly difficult to take it to the next level. It really is not. Okay, this is like the stuff that people get tripped up on. And if you run through these steps, you do it once, you're really good to go after that. So let's dive in. So I have gone ahead and I have set up some of our BOS pixels here as kind of a backdrop, our ball on string, and also a excellent way to demonstrate how all this stuff works and show you how it can be honestly really cool and you can animate life and you can do this hobby. How do we get started? Well, I'm going to start on the hardware side first, just to keep it simple. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is just hook everything up. So I've got one of our Genius ready to run controllers here. These are awesome. We have them at aboveavl.com. This is the Genius 16. So 16 close range outputs plus long range receiver ports where you can drop, more 4, 8, or 16 port boxes and plug in more stuff. What's a port? Well, a port is stuff. Depending on the type of pixels you have, it's going to be a decent amount of stuff. Pixels. What are pixels? Pixels are these lights that we use behind us. Pixels work in a variety of ways if you've started doing your research. Some of them, like here, we have our NBG pixels, easily our most popular, pushed into a prop from Boscoyo Studio. This is a mini tree from them, which is made out of a plastic. And then there are also Coro props that I think it got away from me, where you punch the same type of pixels into the corrugated plastic. Okay. And so that's a mini tree. Other types of lights are just, stringing lights onto surfaces, right? And that's where our BOS pixels can really shine because they are a complete finished deal where, it is here on a steel cable. I just hang the steel cable and then I can stretch them out wherever I want and bring that color, bring that light wherever I need to. Okay. So first thing we're going to do real simple is controller, network cable, and I'm going to plug that into my network. Now, for the sake of simplicity, and if this is your first time doing this, we're just going to start by putting it on our home network so we can get everything configured. Later on, if you want to put it on a separate network, a lot of people do, it can make sense. We do have a course that walks through everything on this, but I'm literally just plugging into one of the network ports on the side here. Boom, plugging that into our network. Next step, okay, we do need a ShowPlayer. And so this is a Raspberry Pi microcomputer that is literally taped together. It is a ShowPlayer that can play shows technically to get lights plugged in, tested on the computer. We don't necessarily need this, but we're going to hook it up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, pop this guy in and find his power cord, which is over here. Okay, and so in our ready to run boxes, handily enough, there is a space and there is a network switch here where I can actually plug in a Raspberry Pi. The only thing that there isn't, oops, and I should plug in, I'm just going to steal one of these jumpers from the outside, plug in my Raspberry Pi. Okay. And then I have a USB cord to power it. And in a perfect world, I would be prepared with a power source inside of this box, which I am not. And so we are just going to plug that in somewhere else and then later either tap this power plug here or more likely actually run a little power off of here, or even more likely put this somewhere completely different. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to leave it in there, power it up, and be good to go. Now that we've done that, the next pretty simple step is just taking our controller box, plugging it into power, and then plugging in our lights into our controller outputs. So on the controller here, we have 16 direct outputs that can go directly to pixels. Okay, we're using the X-Connect plug here, which is the most common type by far. And the biggest thing to do is to plug things into xLights or into your controllers in an orderly fashion, because we're going to have to enter how we plugged it in into the computer, and going in an orderly way is going to make sense. So as an example, this is just a single mini tree. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows tall. Okay, so 5 rows, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, and 10 lights per column. So 5 columns, 10 lights, 50 lights. Okay, our BOS pixels, we are plugging in at the ground. We are going up 50 pixels. Then we are coming back down 50 pixels before having the next string open to plug into our controller. And of those, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 strings of those BOS. So we're going to grab ourselves some pixel extensions. I've got a whole pile of them in a giant mess from my floor here. Don't do that. And we want to get them plugged into our controller, generally keeping any extension from a controller to the first light, or from one prop to another well under 25 feet. 25 is going to be about the max most of the time. Not going to get into the details why here, because we're keeping it simple. Okay, so next we go ahead. I'm going to pop this guy on the ground. All that we're doing is we're grabbing an extension, or in this first case, we actually don't need an extension. Going to go to the first port, which is actually labeled number 1. So 1, the first one, it's got a nice label on it. And I'm popping that into my first string. Excellent. 2 into my next. Typically, of course, we're going to hide this controller box somewhere that we can't see it very well. All right. So now we've got all that stuff plugged in, and in most controllers, and actually I'll plug in my Christmas tree too, but in most controllers, well, I get a cord for that, you will find a test button, which is, often a great thing to press in order to get testing, just to make sure, hey, you know what, everything's plugged in, everything's happy, it's not an issue with anything else in your system if you would see it from the computer. So I'm going to plug in this last set of lights here, our mini tree. So we've got everything plugged up, we've got everything powered up. We can actually do our test mode on our controller. So now that we're seeing an active, happy test mode, let's go over to the computer. I'm going to go into xLights, so you want to have that installed, and show you the basics of getting something started, with the assumptions being made that we've got a controller, we've got a FPP ShowPlayer as well, and we've got them all put onto our home network. Okay, because all of them are going to go find a DHCP or an automatic IP address in a typical network. So even if you're not a networking pro, typically this will work and get you going. So let's hop over there and get going. All right. So when you first open xLights, it often looks just like this. If you've been in this before, there might be some stuff in there. So what I'm going to do is press change temporarily, or you might do permanently, to change my show folder. Now, if this is your first time opening xLights, it's going to actually have a pop-up before you even get this far that says, hey, what show folder should I have? And now I will select that. Now this is basically our file, so it makes everything fresh. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm actually going to hit discover, and it's going to go out and find any controllers that are on our network, and hopefully they show up. They don't always though. So in this case, we can go ahead and add an Ethernet controller. So what we should see is I actually have an IP address for this controller of 192.168.1.66. It might be in there statically. It is there, and I just loaded it in a web browser. And what I see on that web browser, if I drag it over, is I see that we are in the Genius firmware. I see that I need to update it because this is a beta, which might be why it didn't show up when I hit discover in xLights. Regardless, we now know its IP address, we know what it is, and hopefully everything will work because this is a beta firmware that I've got on here. But we would, if it doesn't show up automatically, we would just select the vendor, in this case, Experience Lights. This is a Genius 16, and then the IP address, oops, which we don't want the HTTP:// stuff. Okay. And so that should make it, I can hit open. Boom, it showed up in another window. Hopefully, yep, it's green now, so it's got some communication happening. Life's good. everybody's happy. In the actual browser window, though, it's going to be different in every controller. I can now go here testing. I'm going to turn off test mode, and you saw that happen on the lights. So now that we've got that there, we can hit save and go to layout. So this is where we bring in our lights, okay? So I made a matrix. I just made a grid of lights, okay? And like I said, it is 12 strings that are 50 high, and it zigzags. So for strands per string, I'm hitting 2. Now, for this tutorial, I'm not explaining all this stuff as I go because I don't want it to be 3 hours long, but that's how they work. And I'm going to switch it to vertical and the starting location as bottom left. Just how I look at it. Then I'm going to make a tree, just a mini tree here, just over there. Yeah, something like that. Click off my tree, can move it around. And this is a 180-degree tree. Okay. It is, what did we say? It is 5. No, it is 1 string with 50 lights, and it zigzags 5 times, which means I actually made my matrix wrong because it is 6 strings with 2 zigzags. Okay. So now I've got these set up the way they look and the way they're wired. Okay, again, not a full explanation, but just a quick start. And now what we're going to do is go to controllers, hit visualize, and actually drag these onto our controller, which I see here. I must not have hit save because it still thinks that this is 12 strings and it is 6. There we go, with 2 zigzags, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, exactly what I've got. I forgot to do it the first time. Boom, 1 through 6, and then 16 is where I stuck the tree. Okay. And then after that, it's actually pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead to my sequencer. I'm going to press new and make this case an animation. The only difference really between the two is if I choose musical sequence, I'm going to bring in an audio file. I'm going to bring in some music. I'll put it to 40 frames per second. Quick start. I have my 2 items here, my tree and my matrix. And I'm just going to go ahead and drag what's called the butterfly on the tree. And I'm going to go and do, let's do the spirals on the matrix. Okay. Just stretched them out. And then I'm going to press output to lights. And what I should see is nothing. Why do I see nothing? Because we missed one critical step, which is in the controller tab, I upload my output and or input if that's available for your controller. Do that. And then after that point, we should be able to turn on output and see stuff happen. Sometimes, depending on your controller, it may have to reboot. So we'll see what's going on there. Yep, and there it is. Took just a minute, and we're off to the races. And so this is really the very basics of doing your first show in xLights. The other thing that we didn't touch base on, and I see a couple of my strings are in the wrong direction or zigzagged the wrong way, but that's stuff I can fix easily in my physical setup. But basically, all you need to do more than this to make a show is save this file. Okay, so we'll just call it 1. And then set up your FPP device, which is your ShowPlayer. Okay, so Tools and FPP Connect. I've got an FPP device that I've already set up that is on our network some here, though it's not showing up. And you would go here and you would upload it, and then you'd be able to play it through that interface. That's really it. In fact, so I'm going to go ahead and find that real quick. And so all you would do in that instance, and I didn't set it up fully for this video, is you'd basically, you put the FPP software on an SD card, and we have videos on how to do this. We'll link to one below. Do that upload, go to it, and play it. But I hope you can see here, at least, getting something started here where you're playing lights here, you're clicking on them, you're watching it animate, and you're seeing it in real life. That really does make all the difference. It really makes a difference when you stand in front of your first set of lights, whether it's just a few hundred like this or even thousands, and you're seeing that you have control. You've put different effects onto different lights and they're working, right? And you see the animation scrolling across them, It's awesome. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you the spark if you've been wanting to get started to dive in and really get going. It really doesn't have to be complicated, and you can get started and really start having a lot of fun with xLights, with these lights, and get going building some sequences. I hope this video has inspired you, and this year you go and build your first show. If you do, hey, we're here at Above AVL. We've got great prices, really good quality stuff, and a team ready to serve you. So if you are looking for pixels this year, controllers, everything you need, we've got it. We want to help get it into your hands. Not only that, we have the only yearly updated A to Z step-by-step course that I know of in the industry that is within the Above AVL, the Learn Christmas Lighting Academy. And so we want to help you get there too. Link to those as well below. If you're brand new to this course has helped hundreds, if not thousands of people get started and build their first Christmas light display. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys at either place. Thank you so much. We'll see you there. Bye.